Hey there guys, it's your buddy Horseticuffs here. I'm going to be performing stage 4 of Castlevania Bloodlines for you today. And this is kind of a weird and new take on Dracula's little world here. It's some fucking World War I shit right here. Everything else from the Castlevania series up to this point, to my knowledge, has been kind of a vaguely medieval, kind of maybe Renaissance at the very fucking latest take on Dracula. Even maybe like Dracula era stuff, like the novel, like 1800s crap. But this is definitely modern. Dudes are wearing helmets and there's machinery and the whole world is crazy. Now these guys are kind of I guess they're the red skeletons of this world, because you knock them down and then they come back once, which is always cause for concern. I'm finding a lot of utility from Eric and his not only his ability to cover his own butt better with damage, but also his mobility. So I'm sticking with him. Now, one thing I'm doing differently in this video is, of course, I bought the mic, so I'm trying to be a little clearer for you fine viewers. And also, I am doing my first tentative forays into video editing, so that, you don't have to watch me die a million times, Now, it's not going to be the most graceful thing in the world, I'm sure, but hopefully a bit more respectful of your time and convenient for you. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll still see me die plenty. Okay. This was a surprisingly fun level, like I said, it's kind of a post-industrial revolution take on Dracula and where he would fit into all that. And now I'm wondering what the most realistic take on World War I is, this or Battlefield 1. I'm going to have to say, let's go with this. I know the Prussians had a real fucking living skeleton problem. This is a really intimidating section because, it's like me, my pattern recognition sucks and I never learned my lesson, ever. So I had a fair few attempts getting through here. But so there's some cool scaling effects. This reminds me a lot of the clock tower in Castlevania 3. How could it not? That was a great entry in the series. And I remember they had a contest on the box to spend a night or some length of time in Dracula's castle, which, man, who would not? What 10-year-old in the 80s would not have loved that? My God. Hell, I'm almost 38. Almost 38, and I'd love to spend a night in Dracula's castle now. They did a good job on the graphics in this. I've been seeing a lot of weird things I frankly didn't recall the Genesis capable of. I think it's a very technically impressive entry in the series, and very fun. I think the inclusion of multiple characters helped a lot. And, I haven't seen a whole lot of story cinematics, and this is not a Ninja Gaiden or anything. But the intro one was really cool, and a first for the series, I think. And hopefully there will be more going forward. I'm just having a bit of a bear of a time getting onto that giant gear there, but I think I got the hang of it now. Soon, very soon. Okay, I promise. Damn it. There's a lot of different ways you can fuck up this section. There we go. That's the turkey. Okay, oh no. Damn it. Okay, well now that I got the hold of it, you know, it'll be a lot smoother going forward. Alright. And away we go! You know, I still, in my rare attempts to try and play as John Morris, I'm looking for some kind of analog to that special little move, that super jump that Eric has for John, and I'm not finding it. At first I thought maybe Eric didn't have the super weapons, you know, like if you want to do like a super special axe attack or something like that, but he totally does. And I thought maybe John had some kind of ability like the super jump, but I don't see it. I'm not finding it anywhere, so that leads me to suspect somehow, damn it, okay, well now I know he's half the battle, G.I. Joe. Alright, let's fucking go. But that leads me to suspect that John just does more damage and takes less damage, and they're just leaving it like that. So while that's cool, I think Eric is just such an easier character to play the game with. My god, even I'd rather have an unpowered up spear than a powered up whip any day of the week. So I'm gonna stick with Eric. Good old Easy E. This is kind of cool, and this is a good way to slow your progress and kind of an interesting puzzle. You know, there's not a whole lot of room to fuck around with, and I'm scared that I'm gonna super jump right into that shit and die instantly. Okay, all right. Alright, get ready for some video editing coming up. Because I narrate this after the fact. See, that wasn't so bad, was it? Yeah, I narrate my videos after the fact. I'm sure you could probably tell. You know, usually I'm sitting here baby talking to my dog or bullshitting with my kids while I'm doing this. Definitely a pretty game. You know, I'm really enjoying my forays into the Genesis's catalog. You know, Mega Drive for you European blokes. And you know, I always had good thoughts on the Genesis. It's like, of course, its audio capabilities were much more renowned than the Super Nintendo's. But I always thought Street Fighter for the Street Fighter 2 for the Genesis had richer colors than the Super Nintendo version, and maybe I'm wrong. Okay, another video editing thing. I died quite a few times to this boss, but I swear to God, this Clockwork Gear guy is fucking polygons. Am I wrong? Maybe they're pre-rendered like Donkey Kong Country, but I don't know. Is the Genesis capable of doing polygons? Because this sure as hell looks like polygons. I mean, and it looks better than like a Star Fox enemy or something, so I'm thinking maybe it's pre-rendered like DKC. I don't know for sure, but it really does not look like sprite work to me. And if that is well and truly real-time polygons on the Sega Genesis, I am impressed. I'm impressed even if it's pre-rendered. But regardless, I did not expect to find a polygon enemy here. You know? So kudos to Konami for pulling the lead out. And this game has had a lot of surprises for me. It seems like they were a bit more daring in this entry because it wasn't on the traditional hardware. Alright, okay, that was very cool. That was very cool. And like I said, I'm pretty gosh darn sure that's polygons. Well, that was stage 4, my loves, of Castlevania Bloodlines. Thank you so much for your time. Please like, follow, subscribe. I love you very much. Please love me back. Thank you and have a terrific day. This is your buddy Horseticuffs, signing off.